That's the replacements, by the way. Beer for breakfast. 2008, 2009. I just love this guy. Remember the look on his face in '08 when he had that dazed smile of, I can't believe we won the whole bleeping thing.
I know.
And then in '09, he gets back to the World Series again. Didn't quite end the way Phillies fans or he wanted, but he's back in our area now, and that's Scott Eyre. Good morning, Scott Eyre.
Good morning, guys. How are you, Pete? What's going on, man?
I'm doing really well, thank you, and I'm terribly excited to have you on. Although I said to my producer, Hunter, so last night I go and I see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the new Quentin Tarantino movie.
Did you?
Yeah, it's almost 3 hours, so go to the bathroom before you sit down, right? That's first and foremost. You can't pause the movie, right? And you can't get up because something's going to happen, right? And then
Tarantino, you can't leave.
You can't leave. And then I get up when the movie's done. I get to the car, and the damn Phillies game's still going on. 15 innings. 15 innings with a position player, Roman Quinn, with Vince Velasquez and left. Now, you were probably part of the Wilson. Were you part of a Wilson Valdez game? Were you around for that?
No,
that was after you.
I think so.
Right,
yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to think.
I played in a few 15, 16, and an 18-inning extra inning game, though.
So as a as a bullpen guy, what's that like when, just the chairs are emptying out, and the only guy down there is the guy that opens the door?
I was with, who was I with? The Cubs, before Philly. We played a 15 or 16 inning, I think it was 16-inning game maybe. Well, maybe only 15, but it was against the Tigers. It was at Old Tiger Stadium. So I guess I wasn't with the Cubs. I must have been with the Giants at the time. But I remember there was nobody left in the bullpen, and I'd already pitched 2 or 3 days in a row and thrown a couple innings 2 or 3 days in a row. So I was not going to be used, and all of a sudden there's nobody left in the bullpen, and the phone rings. It was San Francisco because I looked. Mark Gardner goes, "Why are they calling? Who are they going to get up next?" It's just me.
Right. It's just me, Hoss.
As a bullpen guy, it's honestly, I think, in my opinion, a 15-inning game or 16-inning game as a bullpen guy, I would rather have one of those games than the game where both teams are scoring 10, 12 runs and you have to pitch in that game because nobody likes pitching in those games.
Right, no doubt. Scott Eyre with us, 2008, 2009 Phillies back in town for Alumni Weekend. Hey, one of the things that was interesting, too, last night is I certainly don't want to ask any questions where you have to be critical or anything like that. These are softball questions for you, but, you literally had a situation where Ranger Suarez in the bullpen said he couldn't get loose. And then, you had people wondering, if Vince Velasquez, even though he's a quote-unquote starter / whatever he is, if he has enough gas to throw a guy out from left field, why can't he go on the mound?
Oh, that would making one throw with full adrenaline as a pitcher. Getting to play the outfield would be like the ultimate dream, as I liked to shag when I was younger as well. And I know Vince runs around and shags in the outfield like a madman, I've been told. And he showed last night on that diving catch and the throw. But making one throw like that is, I guess I wouldn't be sticking up for anybody because I never had a problem of not getting loose. I could just figure it out. But one throw like that, I guarantee you he's thinking, oh man, that hurt a little bit. Making 25 throws is a little different than just one from the outfield, but that's pure. I guarantee you that was pure adrenaline. The second throw was just as good. It's just, a hair late.
Right. Just a half a second off, and so close that the Phillies actually challenged the call and lost, but they challenged it. If we learned anything last night, we learned that Roman Quinn is willing to do anything he can to help the ball club win, and that Vince Velasquez is a hell of an athlete.
Oh, then I think Roman got a little screwed on that call to end the game. I thought that was down, but and that's coming from a pitcher, so the strike 3 pitch I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw it. So you're a big fan of the box that they put up. You love that.
No.
All these things, and I don't want you to be the get off my lawn guy. Like when I played, it was. But the game is different.
It's different. I'm not like back when I played. I don't necessarily think back when I played everybody was better or anything like that. I think guys are stronger and faster nowadays, but I don't know if they're necessarily how you describe who's better. The game's changing. There's new rules and new things like this and that, and it's different, and go with the times. I'm an old school person, I guess. I don't like change. Put it that way.
Well, then yeah, you like it the way it is. Yeah.
But times will change. It is going to change. Things are going to change a little bit, and you do have to just kind of get used to it. Really, I mean, you can steal first base in, what is it, the Atlantic League or something like that now?
That's right. Well, geez, it's like I gave you the answers to the test already. My next question was going to be, they had an automatic umpire. They had a computer call balls and strikes in the Atlantic League All-Star game. So my question to you is that the way we should go? Should we have a computer calling balls and strikes instead of Joe West and Angel Hernandez?
Absolutely not. Please don't. I will not watch baseball ever again if they go to an electronic strike zone, it's just stupid. I mean, the game's played by human error, play it by human error. You have replay now, that's fine. I don't mind replay. I think it works. I don't think it slows the game down. I think it works. But, oh, man, if you're being told by a camera, what could be set up at weird angles, and you could be off by an inch and a half, 2 inches outside, inside, who knows? It's not I'm going to say it, then I'll probably get crushed. It's not an exact science.
Scott Eyre.
I don't think they should have an electronic at all, man. That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, and Tommy Green, when we had him on a couple of weeks ago, answered exactly the same way. And it's funny because in the Twitter question that day, I put up, should the computer call balls and strikes? And I was just trying to grasp at two umpires that I know that tend to have a little bit of controversy that tend to swirl around him. And Tommy really had a lot of answers about Angel. I guess Angel definitely gave him some fits when he was a pitcher. But even still, he said, I'd rather have the fits than the human error. He was right in lockstep with you. And again, it's not like you guys compared your answer before the quiz. Hey, let's talk about this weekend. Scott Eyre, member of the Phillies in 2008, World Series champion, 2009 National League champion. The roster here and the guys, okay, Rich Doobie's going to be there. Mick is going to be there. Is he going to bring his binoculars? Sorry, I shouldn't make that joke for Mick, but, I know how close you are with him.
Those are mine. Those were Mick's. Those were mine.
They were your. That's how. Look at you guys.
I got Mick's back, dog. I got Mick's back.
You have to.
I got to see a bunch of the guys last night. I didn't go to the game last night. I went to a friend, one of the guys. I do that Phillies fantasy camp. It's just amazing in January down in Clearwater.
Okay.
It's so much fun. I went to dinner with two of the guys on my team last night. One of the guys, Dave, has a pizza oven, a big old brick pizza oven in his kitchen.
Wow.
In the we were eating pizza last night, and it was homemade and just phenomenal. So I did that. I came back to the hotel and saw, man, there was nobody here when I got here, just Levy, just me and Levy and Myers. And then I came home from getting food last night, and I run into Tyler Walker, Raul Ibanez, Mayberry. Let's see who else. Kendrick was down there. It was a lot of fun. You're all those emotions start coming right back, like you just saw each other. It's so cool.
Right. I mean, you get 2 years with the Phillies, and they happen to coincide with the 2 years. And we've talked before on 97.3 ESPN about how thankful you were to Jim Hendry for trading you to a team that had a shot in 08 and ended up going and taking it all. I mean, do you ever sit back and think wow, I was only in Philly 2 years, but they accept me as a Philadelphian?
Every single time I see a Phillies thing, I'm reminded, and that's truthful. I tell the high school kids that I coach back home, I coached the collegiate summer team this last summer. I tell the college kids, they ask me all the time, what was your favorite place to play? And I'm like, well, I really enjoyed my time in San Francisco. I said, I spent 4 years there. I said, but I spent a year and a half, I tell everybody, just a year and a half. It wasn't even 2 full years, Pete. And I said, I get treated in Philadelphia like I was there for a long, long time and with lots of love. And the kids are like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, they're the best fans, man. Supportive, a little hard on you when they need to be. But they bounce right back in your corner when you need them.
I know you tweeted out yesterday a picture of a Phillies captain. Did the guy ever figure out that you were sitting behind him or who you were?
No, I didn't say anything. I actually watched 2 or 3 episodes of NCIS on my iPad on the way up here. The last season. I'm behind. It's my favorite show. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, I binge watch stuff too.
Oh yeah, we have a dog named Ziva and a cat named Proby, so I really like the show.
there you go. I mean, and I'm trying to think let's see, I've watched Orange is the New Black. I binge
my wife just finished that.
I watch Stranger Things. Have you watched any of the Stranger Things?
I've seen that one, yeah. I started Orange is the New Black with my wife when it first came out, and then she kind of got ahead of me, and I never caught back up, so I gave up.
Right, yeah, and it's hard. I mean, we allegedly have real lives too, right?
Yeah, allegedly, yes.
See how I slipped that word in there? It fits for everything.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting answers on Twitter about who the favorite Phillies player was in 2009, and the very first answer that came in was Pedro Martinez, and I believe Pedro's going to throw out the first pitch tonight. I think that's what it says. He's going to have the first appearance on the mound since 2009. But what was it like to be on a team with Pedro Martinez?
Oh, when he got here, I can still remember telling friends, like, back home and stuff, like, dude, Pedro Martinez is sitting right next to me. Like, he's my teammate. We're on the same thing on the field. And, once you step on the field, everybody's the same. You're all Major League Baseball players and this and that. But I was a kid. We were telling stories last night about meeting different players. Like, when I got to meet Oral Hershiser, like, I got to see Dale Murphy last night. He was in town. He was at the hotel, and I'm like, oh, hi. I get like, hi, nice to meet you. I get like that. So meeting Pedro was the same thing. And he was, oh, my gosh, he was so outwardly friendly and talkative, and he didn't care if you were a relief pitcher and he didn't know who you were for a second. If he had to look at my name tag, I wouldn't have cared to see who I was. He was so outwardly friendly and just, like, energetic. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's
listening to him talk about pitching, though. Man, I'll tell you what, I got to be around a few. I got Maddox in 2006 with the Cubs, and just Pedro, and just listening to guys talk about pitching or how to pitch was just enlightening.
Pretty cool stuff from Scott Eyre, member of the 2009 Phillies World Series team, 2008 Phillies World Series champs, spending a few minutes with us here on the Pete Thompson Show. Yeah, you bring up those names, and it is funny because, in my line of work, media, I've been around a lot of famous people, both athletes and non-athletes, actors and actresses and things like that. Yeah. And it's so hard sometimes not to be like Bradley Cooper is a huge Eagles fan. And when I had my press pass and was on the sidelines and Bradley Cooper was there, it was so hard for me not to be like, that's the dude from The Hangover.
You want to geek out. You want to geek out, and it's okay to do that. I don't care. I do it when I meet people that I grew up watching. I know there's that saying, never meet your heroes or anything like that.
Right.
Bull crap. I still get excited.
Well, we get excited when you come on with us. We got just about a minute left, but I will say this. The lineup, as I'm going through this, if they're all here, it runs the range from the Durbins, and I believe Durbs might have spent some time in Omaha when I was there. I think we talked about that one time, but like Joe Blanton, Clay Condrey never misses a weekend if he can come back. Lidge, right? Jamie Moyer. You talked about Brett Myers.
I saw Jamie last night.
Yeah?
I saw Jamie last night. He's here.
That hair is long, isn't it?
Oh, man, yeah, he looks like a hippie. I love him. He looks like a hippie. I love him.
But his voice is like
Eeyore. By the way.
Is that right?
He's a grandpa, by the way. Jamie's a grandpa. Let's get that out there.
But wasn't he a grandpa when he was pitching?
No, not yet. Not yet. Close. He was probably one of the closest ones.
Anybody you're dying to see, though, that you haven't seen?
I was looking for. I don't think Cliff is coming.
Right.
I think he had a family vacation planned already, and I was hoping to see him because I only got to play with him a little bit. And what a great guy! So it's always fun to, like I said, just sit and chit chat and talk. I don't know if Chooch is coming either.
That's right. Those are the two. Yeah.
They can't find him. He's MIA somewhere.
Well, I'm sure there's always 2029, right? If they can't
2029, God, we'll be old by then. Jeez, we'll lock it up. Me and you, 2029, we'll do an interview.
Right, we're already booking it right now. That sounds good.
Now. I'm gonna get packed. Let's go.
All right, I look forward to seeing you on my TV screen tonight. I'm sure that they might even do an interview with you at some point, since you're never shy on words, which is just.
I like to talk. Are you at the game tonight or tomorrow?
No, I got to go to a wedding down here, and I got responsibilities. But I would definitely try to find you for a Shasta.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah, allegedly, yes. That's allegedly working. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. That way.
All right, pal. Thank you so
man.
much. I'll stay in touch, and God, have fun. I don't have to tell you to have fun.
No.
You know, you and me, we could have fun in a stuck elevator.